Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back with another episode on the Grade A Flex channel. Grade A Fantasy is here to break down the tight end position and the defensive special teams position for Week 6 of the Fan Duel main slate. Let's get right into it. Now, as we are still in a lack of ownership, I obviously, as you can see by the two cover people on the cover for this video, I am preferring to pay down, especially if there's no opening up of value, like I said, due to injury and stuff like that, as I have been talking about in the running backs and the wide receiver video. Does that mean there are some bad high price options? No. The one option that I know I will totally fade, though, and is not worth that price, will be Dallas Goedert. Both wide receivers are back. Obviously, because of the way he's been playing, his salary shot up from the low sixes now to 7, because it's been a couple of weeks since both Devontae Smith and AJ Brown were out. He's pretty much unplayable at that salary with everything around him, plus also with Saquon there as well. So honestly, you could literally eliminate 7,000 and just say that the slate starts with these two tight ends. Brock Bowers, tough match against Pittsburgh, but like I said, it's pretty much unpredictable. If the quarterbacks for the Steelers are gonna slow these guys up, then you might as well be looking down at Bowers running down the flat, running some curls and running some shorts. Trey McBride has a nice matchup against Green Bay at 6,500, 200 less than that at 63. Laporta is looking at a beat-up Dallas defense. So, like I said, any of those guys can hit. But, like I said, the way tight end is... Whoop, I did not mean to do that. Excuse me. Let's get this right back. I definitely did not mean to do that. Sorry. But obviously, with the pass value, I honestly like 6,100 Jake Ferguson again. It's just so ugly that I understand that these guys can do something, but like I said, we're looking at a game preference here. And Jake Ferguson, obviously, what I'm suggesting is where you might want to start. Where I'm going to start, I don't think I'm paying him for tight end at all. I think this is the most expensive. I'll probably get a tight end with Jake Ferguson at 61. Like I said, you can't count on Tucker Kraft to have that kind of game that he had before. Once again, all the wide besides Christian Watson, now it's not Romeo Dobbs is back. So now you're only missing one wide receiver. Last week you were missing 2. That's where Tucker Kraft got those extra looks. I don't think he's going to get that, even though 6,000 is not a bad price against Arizona. Kyle Pitts, you never know what's going to happen, but once again, it's worth a flyer because Kyle Pitts did show some life last week, finally, and he's going against, once again, the worst defense in the league at 5,900. This is where I'm loving tight end. Once again, we're starting with Pat Freiermuth. Came up with a calf issue, but he's leading towards the play. Great matchup against Las Vegas, 5,700. We'll skip that. Dalton Schultz with no Nico Collins looks great, especially at 53. And then Cade Otton against New Orleans at 52. I would have loved to also talk about Juwan Johnson. He's one of my favorite, goal line tight ends because of his size and just great hands. He's always solid inside the 10-yard line, 5-yard line. But with no Derek Carr, who knows what that offense is going to look like, so I cannot recommend Juwan this week. Every now and then I will. To be honest, after that, the only person I'm really going to go down to, you could talk Zach Ertz. I like Hunter Henry. Why? In most cases, if they're not throwing it out to the flat, with the rookie for New England getting the start, your tight end is your safety valve. So I like Hunter Henry to maybe do a little something and easily pay off his $5,000 salary. And when it comes to tight end is so ugly that's literally it. I think I got through that not even 5 minutes. We're going to jump right into the defenses because, like I said, there's really nothing that much. Tight end is just frustrating to figure out this year. Anybody that says they have a good feeling about tight end, they're just straight up lying to you. I don't care what kind of tools they have, whatever. It's literally a crapshoot. It's that bad that I rather I'd rather get a 4 or a 7 with a mid 5 to low 5, or at least under 6,000 tight end, instead of risking paying up. And like I said, tight end is so bad that there's no more 8,000, 7,500 tight ends. Kelsey and Andrews have not been playing that good. Andrews has had a slow year that he's pretty much dropped into the budget region for the first time in years. So, like I said, I wasn't spending that much time on tight end, but I will spend a little bit of time on defense. Now, Houston has the best matchup. They're going against their New England debuting their rookie quarterback for the first time this year. Yes, Houston's on the road, but they do like to apply pressure. Let's see if that pressure can get to the rookie. They're a legit 5,000. I do like them at that price. I will try to get some cracks at it like that. Pittsburgh against Cade O'Connell. Pittsburgh travels well. Pittsburgh is solid defense. Lost by a field goal. What was it? I think by a field goal or less than a field goal to a late Dallas touchdown. Las Vegas is nowhere near Dallas' capabilities. I like Pittsburgh also high priced. To be honest, my favorite high priced defense is 4,800 Philly at home against a horrible Deshaun Watson and horrible Cleveland offense. I see a lot of sacks. I see a lot of sack opportunity. I see interception opportunity, maybe even pick six or strip fumble opportunity. That's my favorite pay up option. 4,800 Philly. The way the Denver defense has been playing. Once again, I do like Denver. The only thing is, I was worried about them last week, but they were able to get that pick six and still get some sacks. This week, 4,700 is a bit risky after being 46 last week. Why? Harbaugh shrinks the ball, shrinks the game, does not let... Justin Herbert doesn't have a game. I think he only has one game over 30 pass attempts. So the rate and chance for interceptions and sacks and fumbles are lower, but they're still an option. When we keep going down there, what's funny is, yes, Denver's on a bit of a win streak, but guess what? That defense, that offense is still not a juggernaut. Yes, they are they're at home, but I could see the Chargers, Bosa, these guys still getting to him for some pressure. Maybe he throws a couple of interceptions, because Denver does let Bo Nix drop back a bit. So in that same game, 4,400. And when it comes to pay down defenses, my favorite pay down option, I mean, it's not low, but it's still in the 3,000s on Fan Duel. I like Tampa Bay with the Derek Carr injury. Yes, they're a pass funnel, but this is not Derek Carr beating them with that deep ball. Now they got to go to the backups. And after that, I'm not going to lie, I'm going to go way down. New England, because they're not at full strength, there will be no Nico Collins, and it still seems there will be no Joe Mixon. I actually like New England at home. The defense should be able to at least get something or at least not give you a zero with the limited firepower. Not just in the wide receiver core, but in the running back core. That's why a 3,200, I think they're probably not going to be the number one cash option, but if, like I said, if you're looking for some value, paying down at, I think you should start, as you can see in this video, pay down at tight end, pay down at defense. For instance, and then of course my other pay down option, like I said, Cincinnati's offense is going, but like I said, you could get to Burrow, get some sacks. I like the way Giants defense has been playing lately. 18-2, 13-5-5. Defense is not bad. 3,100, you're looking at them to at least give you a 6, at least. But just for a quick lineup build, well, not a lineup build, but like I said, let's say we go back, and let's say, I'm not even going to go that low. My favorite pay down is basically Tampa Bay. Let's say I also correlate that, because like I said, in the wide receiver video, Mike Evans never plays that well against Marcus Lattimore and the Saints. So let's say automatically, I like the option of going to Cade Otton. If you start off with that combination, this combination right here, you automatically now have 7,300 per player for the rest of your lineup. I'm just saying, if there's no value and like the best value plays are around 6,000, if they're at 61, 63, if none of that wide receiver value that I talk about really pops off and happens, like I said, you can get a couple guys for mid fives, low fives because of injuries to certain teams. Then you're gonna have to most likely take this route if you're trying to fit in. As you can see here, so let's say you correlate with that. Something expensive. We'll go. Okay, Dak at 8 automatically, and just say we'll just use the example. CD at 93. That's a lot, but you're still at 6,700 per player, right? Running back. Let's throw. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's get that out the way. A lot of people like Tony Pollard this week against a bad Indy defense. Let's say you want to go high. Let's just say you go Bijan. Okay, now you're at 6,100. Automatically jumping the flex. Not really much you can do there. I'm already spending a lot of money. Flex. Okay, at this moment, it's more likely that Cam Akers plays against more than Tyrell Tracy because at least Devin Singletary started playing, at least practicing with, at least he started practicing with the team today, limited fashion. So let's go Cam Akers, okay? And then you might be able to get maybe a piece of a cheap Alec Pierce. And then after that, with Alec Pierce, a 6,700 wide receiver. Obviously, I didn't build this right, but I built it kind of fast. Oh, okay. That's not bad. You could either land on Tank Dell or Darnell Mooney and get a piece of that Carolina and get another piece of that Carolina game. So, but something like that, if you're looking to fit the stack, like you're trying to get at least a couple of those big names in there or people that you like, I think, once again, to me, it's the best structure to do it. If no value opens up, pay down defense, pay down tight end, you just go from there. But that's the end of the tight end defensive specialties preview. Thank you for tuning in once again. Good luck this weekend with your builds. This is Grade A Fantasy, signing off.